The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a good return.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Number 53, Mike 53! Watch the screen! Six! Go ahead. Lucky! Tight dog. 65.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. 180! One, Omaha.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John?
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Regular.
A toss play to Chubb. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first two selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch regular.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
That's it. 20. Hey, 133. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They go play action here on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Alert, 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 alert. Regular. Let's go. Hey, we got
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, baby.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch gears.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Switch. Point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Good. 180. Check. Watch 54. I smell fear in that offense.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
Get there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Right there. 54. Right there.
To throw, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now Williams, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
Running for it, here's Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
49ers 41-yard line.
Good. 180. Run. 54. Come on, dude. Can you shoot that bomber?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Set. 180. Check 56. I'm coming out to you. I'm coming out to you. I'm coming out to you. Check nickel, nickel. Point it right, point it right, point it right. King, king, king. My touch.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. .31 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Shit. Run.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Switch. Regular. Alert. 56, right there, 56. Let's go, defense. Alert.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And this one is right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 58, the line. You don't know no better. Hey, watch it. Hatchet. Check 3. Hey, alert 3. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, let's get there.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. 21.
Garoppolo again. And
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Pettis once again the target, and it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
12, fellas, here we go. Watch the twist. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Exit, exit.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Check. Sling.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Alert!
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Push him back.
Here's Mayfield. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Watch twist.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And the Browns first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
180. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Following the penalty, Chubb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And again, it's Chubb. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Check 9. Check 9. Up, left. Hey, we're 33. What's up?
Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip. Kill.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Touchdown, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Way to start. Yeah.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. All day, baby. All day. Mark 56.
Mayfield down. Flush to his right.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL...
And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 75 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 38-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies right.
Now Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Mott's 56. Double dog. That's the way. 56 is my God.
Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? They run it again with Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Right there, 56. Wild Bill. Check. Check out route. Hot. Check 37.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Tavecchio puts this one through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
12, fellas, here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Well, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Regular.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They run. Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Watch out.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. 21.
On first down, here's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go. Ready? Check 53, Mark. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball.
Play action. Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. .4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. King. Right there. 54. Right? Go. Watch the run.
Here's Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Mayfield now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Oh, a good move at the 5. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, let's get in that line. Hey, Haywood. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check, 56. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike, 56. Mike.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike, 56.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but now it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Jumper. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Hey, me and you all day.
One last shot from Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Niners, it took a few weeks, but they're into the win column now at 1-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.